Yo, what is going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys with an NFL main slate video. If you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button. Subscriptions have been going up, up, up. Thank you guys so much. Who picked the underdog today for the main event? Easy and I. So if you guys didn't catch our UFC video, catch the next one, guys. We're gonna be doing another one. We're gonna make it a weekly thing. So lots of good content. I do NBA, NFL, UFC. Hell, I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Let's try and get this video up to at least 80 likes. That would be my new record. I know you guys can do it. I can't do it without you guys. Hey, you guys keep watching the videos. I'll keep making them. Without further ado, let's get into the show. All right, guys. So let's get into first the DFS Club, guys. If you're new, this is my home. I bring this like that. There we go. This is where you get the lineups, guys. This is where you get our lineups. Ownership, projections, top stacks, members only podcast 1 hour before lock. We do it. Let's go back to this one. About that one. We do it for NFL and NBA. We got DFS Space, myself, Skywalker DFS, the two best providers in the industry, teamed up and created this beautiful thing we call the DFS Club, guys. We're the cheapest in the industry, and it's not even close. You get every single sport, mind you. And just because we're the cheapest, don't mean we ain't the best. Bronco won over $100,000 that day last season, $62,000. And guess what he didn't do, guys? He didn't play 150 lineups. You don't need to do that, guys. So for every single sport, come check us out. Click the join now button. Click my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then again, guys, these plans are too cheap to pass by. This is for all access for every sport. NHL has been nothing but phenomenal for me, guys. And you get my NHL lineups. Like, yeah, NBA was cool. I made cash today, but NHL, I have 2 takedowns and then 2 other big cash days this week. So it's been phenomenal. You get prize picks, guys. We cover prize picks, sports wagering. We got a bankroll management video in the Discord. Again, the members only podcast, the lineups, and all the other tools that you'll need to be a better, profitable DFS player, guys. DFSclub.com. I bought a car with my winnings last season. Space has gone on vacations. I mean, there is a way to make serious money in this business if you play it smart, and we can show you the way, guys. We can show you what we've done. So DFSclub.com. Don't you dare be sour and come join the family. And there goes my voice again. UFC was today, man. It was a great card, so I've been screaming all day. So yeah, my voice goes out again. I apologize. So let's bring up Draft Dashboard. Let's get the homework out the way, guys. The sponsor of this video. It's only $1 for 30 days. You guys already know what's up. You get access to all my saved lineups, all my player pools, the lineup optimizer, the player trends, who's trending up, who's getting in the old prison pocket, sleepers and studs of the slate. Oh yeah, and the cheat sheets, guys. You get a cheat sheet for NFL, NBA, NHL. MLB's over, but we got the World Series. Go Braves. Great game, man. You guys missed it. So come check us out, guys. DFSclub.com, and come check out Draft Dashboard. Click on the link in the description below. It's only $1 for 30 days. Cancel at any time. No pushy salesman, no bullshit. And trust me, I wouldn't push anything on you guys that I didn't use myself. So come check it out. All right. So in my videos, you're going to hear some picks that you're not going to hear in other videos. Because I really dig deep, guys. I look at this shit all week, every morning. I'm up researching for NFL, for everything. So with that said, guys, let's just get into it. All right. So injuries, Eckler's going to play. Gronk is going to play. Metcalf is going to play. Debo's in. TJ Hawkinson is in. Gibson's in. Jonathan Taylor's in. Landry's in. Nick Chubb's in. So it looks like a lot of people are back. Not as many as we want, but yeah, it'd be nice to have McCaffrey back, but it is what it is. So let's go to the position optimizer. We'll start at quarterback as usual. We'll go with the cash play here. Josh Allen, 8.1K, going up against Miami. Josh Allen is good at football. He's a dual threat quarterback. He rushes 9, 11, and 6 times in his last 3, guys. 21, 40, and a 33. Great cash gameplay here. Great matchup against Miami. So, yeah, guys. Josh Allen, 8.1K. He's $700 more on FanDuel. Get him in there. Matthew Stafford, 7.6. Another cash play. He'll be a little chalky, but he's earned it, man. He gets a great matchup against Houston, ranked 22nd in the league against QBs. Man, 30, 26, 21 in his last 3. Don't mind that. A lot of people are going to be on Jalen Hurts this week. I'm going to fade him. I just think the price tag's a little much at 7.2. I like quarterbacks with better ceilings. I mean, Jalen Hurts is a very safe play, don't get me wrong. And it's a great matchup against Detroit, but why play it safe when we can go for the million? You know what I'm saying? So, not for me this week. I do like Joe Burrow at 7-1. I like the 3% ownership. Going up against the Jets, guys, this should be a blowout. And if it's going to be a blowout, it's going to be Joe Burrow time. Coming off a 31 fantasy point game. Gotta love it, guys. GPP play, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati stat. Get him in there. Captain America, Matt Ryan, still in play. As long as he's in the 5K range, I don't mind it. Same production as Hurts, pretty much, and you're saving some money. So going up against Carolina, their defense is all banged up, man. So don't mind that. Running right now at 6% ownership. Carson Wentz, GPP play right here. Another GPP play. He's only 5.7K. Dare I say he's resurrected? He gets a great matchup against Tennessee, ranked 27th in the league against quarterbacks, guys. So Carson Wentz, an Indy stack, could be a nice GPP one too. So get him in there. And before you throw anything at the TV, the computer, your phone, whatever you're watching, I got to throw this out there. Sam Darnold is in a great spot this week. I know, safe space Sam, coming off a 3-point fantasy game where he got benched, right? He gets Atlanta this week, guys. Before this debacle, he was getting 37 and 28, guys. So I play matchups. I think Sam Darnold, he's actually more owned than what I thought he would be at 5%. But yeah, I think a Carolina stack is in play. Same with Trevor Lawrence. Nobody's talking about these guys, man. Trevor Lawrence is only 5.5, 20, 23, 18 in his last 3. He gets Seattle. Seattle's not been good lately. And look who we got here, guys. Look who decided to make his appearance. The real star of the show. Let's bring this up like this. Schroeder Skywalker. Schroeder is here. Schroeder is a huge cat. I know. Say hi, Schroeder. Ready? Say hi. Hi, everybody. Schroeder, who is your favorite stack this week that nobody's talking about, man? I see you looking at the player pool. Do we want to give it away already? Who do you got? Let's see. Okay. We were just talking about the Panthers and the Bengals. But who else, Schroeder, that we're not that he's a little biased, you know, they're cat teams. He's a cat, you know what I'm saying? So, Schroeder, who do you like, man? Who's the stack that you think could be very sneaky that nobody's really on, nobody's really talking about? Who do you got? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. We're on the same page. All right, Schroeder. So let's bring this back up for everybody. All right. So I will tell you right now, Schroeder's sneaky favorite stack is going to be the Broncos this week. Yes, the Broncos. Teddy Bridgewater has the best on paper matchup on the slate. Washington is ranked dead last in the league against quarterbacks. He's only 5.4K. And I know it's Teddy Bridgewater, but you got to play these matchups, guys. Right, Schroeder? I think that's a great call, buddy. Good job. Definitely a GPP play. Running right now about 3% ownership. And I got some receivers, maybe even a tight end you can pair him with. So, yeah, guys, Teddy Bridgewater at 5.4. GPP, my Schroeder's long shot GPP stack of the week. Good boy, buddy. All right, that's what I'm talking about. And then let's talk about Tom Brady. No one's going to own him this week. He's 7.4K. People are afraid of the New Orleans defense. And I get it. But did you guys also forget that he's the GOAT? Owner garnering 6% ownership right now. 7.4K. People are going to pay up elsewhere at this price point. They're going to go Stafford. They're going to just go up to Josh Allen. They're going to play Jalen Hurts. They're going to play Joe Burrow. Why not take a dart throw to Tampa stack with Tom Brady at 7-4 against New Orleans, guys? It's the GOAT. I think he's matchup proof. Call me crazy. Right, Schroeder? You always do. But, yeah, guys, those are my favorite quarterback plays. Schroeder's is Teddy Bridgewater. I like a Joe Burrow Cincinnati stack for GPPs. And then an Indy stack for GPPs. So let's go to running backs. So Derrick Henry's always in play, right? He had a touchdown pass last week, guys. What doesn't this man do besides rush the ball 30 times a game? Coming off a down week, even with the touchdown pass, his ownership, I'd say it's a cash play. He's always a good cash play. Ownership's pretty high, 8-9. Austin Eckler against New England. New England is pretty tough against the run. I would just rather go elsewhere this week. Coming off an injury, too, that doesn't make me all warm and fuzzy inside. Doesn't tickle my turkey. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said, right? He says, you damn right. All right, Schroeder. So, Najee Harris, dude. What do you think, Schroeder? 7.5K. You want to talk about consistency. 25, 25, 21, 31, 19 in his last 5. And it doesn't matter who he faces. He's rushing the ball more, but he's still getting those targets. 7 to 5 a game. Najee Harris at 7.5. I might go different here instead of Derrick Henry. It either pays off or it doesn't. Jonathan Taylor, 7.2K. Going up against Tennessee. I like it. I mean, it is you got, 3 running backs that they switch them out, but Jonathan Taylor seems to be finding the end zone multiple times a game. So I don't mind that. And then DeAndre Swift at 7-1. Right now is at 14%, which is kind of high. It's just, if Don, let me explain it to you this way. If Swift was on any other team that wasn't Detroit, he would definitely be a top running back this year. Definitely be a top running back this year. You put him on like Tampa Bay or like Arizona, I mean, it's crazy. But 7.1, even with, what he's dealt with, he's still getting 28, 18, 22. He was a limited participant into Friday, so I think he's going to play. So, yeah, 7.1K. It's kind of risky because, it is Detroit, but it is what it is. So, my favorite play as far as matchups goes, and this is part of Schroeder's, no, not Schroeder's, part of mine, Schroeder trying to take credit, part of my stack, Joe Mixon. Now, I know you don't have to correlate your running back to your quarterback, but he has the best matchup on the slate on paper. The Jets are ranked dead last in the league against running backs. And trust me, I am the biggest Joe Mixon critic you will ever find. 6.9K. Get him in there, guys. Especially if they go up big, like early, they're just going to feed Joe Mixon the ball. He'll probably get like 20 to 25 touches, man. James Robinson's always a safe play, and it's a great matchup. Seattle's actually terrible against the run, ranked 29th in the league. Price just about right. Fanduel, though, he's priced up $1,600 more. But, yeah, James Robinson, good cash play. Darrell Henderson, the cash play, it looks like, again, at 6.5K. Going up against Houston, they have the 26th ranked defense against rushers, but I don't know. I think we can do better. I really do. But for cash plays, you kind of gonna go with what the field's going with. I'm saying give me some Damian Harris, man, at 6.1K. I like the 3% ownership. People keep doubting this man, and I don't get it. He has limited touches, 14 to 18 a game. The Chargers are ranked 30th in the league against running backs. 28, 21, 11 in his last 3. He's had some good matchups in his last 2 weeks. So if he gets a good matchup, that's when he gets 21 to 28 DK points. So give me some Damian Harris at some low ownership at 6-1. $800 more on Fanduel. Love the Fanduel price too. Elijah Mitchell, 5'4" for the Niners, going up against Chicago. Yeah, guys, 5'4" is really cheap. 18 touches last week, 20 fantasy points. Should be the 49ers' number one running back. So Garoppolo's terrible. So I'll probably just hand it off to him. Doesn't really catch any passes. So just a first, second down back, but still. I like Elijah Mitchell at 5'4". So you don't necessarily have to pay up at running back this week. Alvin Kamara, right now at 10%. Tampa Bay's really not that good against the run. Now, right now, they're currently second in the league against running backs. But the last couple of weeks, that line is banged up. They're injured. They've been giving it up to running backs lately. So, and now, look at this. They're actually throwing the ball to Alvin Kamara. 11 and 8 targets in his last two. Way to go, coach. You finally figured out how to use Alvin Kamara after all these years of watching Drew Brees throw the ball to him. But anyways, he's definitely in play at 8-7. I think some people will be off of him because they think they see Tampa Bay and automatically are just like, I don't want nothing to do with it. But yeah, definitely one of the lower owned pay up options that I do like. Khalil Herbert, 5.4K, going up against San Francisco, 29 and 19 in his last two. People were kind of concerned because the number 2 running back on the squad came back. But he still took a backseat to Herbert because Herbert looks like David Montgomery out there. 21-19 in his last two, man. 18-19 touches. When he's on the field, he's getting the ball. He's on the field for 35% of the snaps, 44% touch rate. So I do like that. He was targeted 5 times last week. So I do like Khalil Herbert. Only 4% owned. If you want to pay down at a spot, I think he is money in the bank. Alex Collins at 5'3" is fine. He should play. I just like the matchup against Jacksonville. Alex Collins could be one of these players that goes off this week at no ownership and wins you that million. So keep him in mind. Gainwell at 5K. I think it's a little too cheap. He does it all, guys. Rushes and targets. He's kind of like how Najee Harris used to be, right? So, yeah, 5K, if you're going to play Jalen Hurts, I think you got to pair him with Gainwell because he gets 8 targets a game. So, no Miles Sanders. You already know that. Even Dearness Johnson at 5'4", I don't mind. Now, I know Chubb is back, but the way this man's been playing, you can't deny they're going to give him like the kicking it with Kareem role. So, it's probably going to be a split in the backfield. He's garnering no ownership, negative 1% right now. And you don't hear about these plays on any other videos, guys. So Dearness Johnson at 5'4", 28 DK points last week, man. He looked great too. Get him in there. And that's going to do it there. So, yeah, tons of options I have for you. Running back, let's go to wide receiver. Cooper Kupp, yep, the ultimate cash play of the slate, 9K. Mr. Multi-touchdowns, He's the Derrick Henry of wide receivers. I get it. You got Stephon Diggs at 8.1K. If you're going to play Josh Allen, you're going to correlate him with Stephon Diggs. If you're going to play, all these quarterbacks, you want to correlate their at least one wide receiver, maybe a tight end. But I like to do 2 pass catchers. I'm going Joe Burrow, and I'm going to go Jamar Chase because everybody's going to be Diggs and everybody's going to be Cooper Kupp this week. I'm going Jamar Chase. 37, 14, 31, guys. He is the real freaking deal. He looks like A.J. Green used to look. So I do like that. A lot of people are just going to take the savings and go to T. Higgins. I'll have T. Higgins, but pay-ups, my favorite pay-up wide receiver is going to be Jamar Chase. Deebo Samuel is going to be popular, 7.4K. Because of the price tag, let's face it, he's too cheap. Fanduel, he's only $400 more. Even though Jimmy Garoppolo ain't shit, he still manages to get the ball to Deebo. 11, 9, 12 targets in his last 3 against Chicago. Deebo Samuel is going to be tough to fade this week, guys. So I like him. DJ Moore with that Carolina stack, 7.2K, had 3 bad weeks now. The targets are there, 10, 13, 7. Just Sam Darnold ain't shit right now. So, but if he gets it together, I think DJ Moore, you get him at low ownership. Mike Evans. So with Gronk back, I don't really think these guys take a hit because Antonio Brown's still out. So if Antonio Brown was still in the mix, I'd be a little like, but if you're going to go Tom Brady, you got to go Mike Evans, you got to go Godwin. I think you got to play both of them. And I'd probably say fade Gronk. That would be the way I would attack a Tampa stack. But Evans is 7K. Don't mind that. A.J. Brown, if you're going to run an Indy stack, I would run it back with A.J. Brown at 6'9". You got to have a run back. 9 targets in his last 2. I like it. So get him in there. Let's see. Cortland Sutton, part of Schroeder's stack here. Washington's ranked 31st in the league, second to dead last against receivers. So Cortland Sutton at 6'4" should have himself a game. We already talked about Godwin at 6'4". Emmanuel Sanders at only 5.4K. That's a steal, guys. $1,300 more on FanDuel. I will definitely have some one-offs of Emmanuel Sanders, even if I don't get to Josh Allen. So he's definitely got the upside, man. Deep threat, and he always seems to get open. And part of this Colts stack I like. Michael Pittman Jr. is only 5'3", going up against the worst team when it comes to covering wide receivers. Tennessee's ranked dead last in the league, ladies and gentlemen. So Michael Pittman Jr. at 5'3", that's just too cheap. Way too cheap. T. Higgins, yep, people are going to go here because of the price tag. He was targeted 13 times last game, 7 and then 10. But Chase has the way better upside. But I will have T. Higgins with my Joe Burrow stack. So you best believe that. Cole Beasley's a risk at 4.9. He had a great game last game, but you got to look at every game before that. So not too high on him, but I'd be lying if I was saying he wasn't in play. And then one of my sneaky plays this week. So if you're going to do a Ram stack, I would, if you're going to go Cooper Kupp, I would throw in some Van Jefferson. Instead of Robert Woods, give me Van George Jefferson because he's only 3.9K. That's too cheap, man. And he gets 4 to 7 targets a game. Don't forget that. 14, 5 and 3 in his last 3. He's hit or miss, but against Houston, man, I think he gets open. I think he has a great week, especially for that 3.9 price tag. Then you got Jamal Agnew out of nowhere, right? Last 2 weeks, 8 and 6 targets, 13 and 11 fantasy points, but for 3.7, that's all you need. I know a lot of players in that price range will get you a dud. Then an Indy stack. T.Y. Hilton looks like he's on road to play. If T.Y. Hilton plays at only 4.9, you got to get him in there with your Indy stacks. 4 targets last game. He played 12 DK points. He looked like his old self again. So, yeah, if T.Y. Hilton's in, I think 4.9 is way too cheap, guys. So there are definitely so many ways to get different. That's why, you got to love the Skywalker show, right? We like to get a little crazy with it, but it makes sense. Let's go to tight ends. Noah Fant, part of that Denver stack, Schroeder stack, 4.9K. Until, what's his name? I have him in mind for KJ Hamler gets back. I still think he's on play at 4.9, guys. A lot of people, I think, are just going to go up to Pitts and just forget about everyone else. Gronk at 4.6 is tempting, but he's coming off an injury. He's $2,000 more on FanDuel. I would try and rather get to Evans and Godwin. If you're going to do a Tampa stack, I'd get to those guys before I get to Gronk. But then Gronk can go out there and get 2 touchdowns, right? But, we'll see what the ownership is. Now, on paper, Tyler Higbee has the best matchup on the slate. So if you're running a Ram stack, you got to put Tyler Higbee in there at 4.5K. 8-5 targets in his last 2. Houston's dead last in the league, giving up Draftkings points to tight ends. So Tyler Higbee, I will have lots of him this week. Hunter Henry continues to get in the end zone. Every week now he's coming in, he's getting in the end zone. He's 4.2K. The Chargers, this is a revenge game, right? And they're ranked 30th in the league against tight ends. So Hunter Henry's going to get in that end zone at 4.2. It's almost a guaranteed touchdown. For my Cincy stacks, CJ Uzomah, probably 4th or 5th on the pecking order. He's just not consistent enough. Lately he has been. It's just the targets. Not that many targets. 3 targets a game, but he's a red zone target. So you got Joe Burrow. you got no CJ Uzama, and Joe Burrow throws him 2 touchdown passes, you're kind of kicking yourself. So to be safe, I might have 3 pass catchers in with Burrow this week. He does spread the ball around a lot. And then one of my favorite value plays is absolutely Dan Arnold. Coming off a bye week, they traded for him for a reason. He's only 2.8K, guys. $2,100 more on Fanduel. Going up against Seattle, 18th in the league against tight ends. But, coming off that bye week, Arnold had more time to learn that offense. So I think he's a very sneaky value play at 2.8. Then you got Kyle Pitts going up against Carolina at 6.3. This is the Kyle Pitts we've been waiting for, right? But, 7% ownership right now. He gets 8 to 10 targets a game. Why not throw him in there? Mike Gajewski, 5K. Gaiseki. Sorry, guys. I said Daiseki. Guys, I don't mind it against Buffalo. I just have a weird feeling he's going to have the floor game this week. So, but, he's in play. Tui's look great too, but I just don't like the matchup for Tui. Buffalo's ranked number 1 in the league against quarterbacks, guys. That's why I didn't go to him. Ricky Seals-Jones at 3.8, if you're looking for some value, is fine. He kind of scared me last week, but he ended up screeching out 11 DK points at the end on 7 targets. He gets a lot of targets, 6 to 8 a game. So you want to run it back, you're doing a Denver stack with some Ricky Seals-Jones, there you go. Little run back. Hayden Hurst, 2.9K also. 7, 13, 7 in his last 3. Nobody's talking about Hayden Hurst. It's all about Kyle Pitts. I get it. But he's still getting targets. 4, 5, 4 in his last 3. 7, 13, 7. So Hayden Hurst makes sense at 2.9. You might think my picks are a little crazy, but I will always say this. They make sense, guys. All right, so let's go to defenses. So I'll give you my favorite defense this week, who I think is underpriced. It's going to be the Colts, guys, at 2.6. The Colts defense, pretty good, man. 11 and 15 in the last 2. And Tennessee, man, they don't scare nobody. So I like the Colts defense. I'll put them in the player pool here. Tampa Bay's, solid, but you're going to pay 4.2 for them. Let's see. I mean, most people just punt. I think, a lot of people are going to go to the Washington football team. Sorry, the Washington Redskins. I'm sorry. I'm guilty. I went, what do they call it? I'm having so many brain farts, guys. I went politically correct there for a minute. I apologize, guys. That's not like me. The Washington Redskins, 2.1K. I think that's a mistake. I think Denver lights their asses up. So, Jacksonville's a 2.4 because Seattle is Seattle. There's some good cheap defenses on here. But yeah, I would go Colts and I would go Jacksonville for my defenses. And that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much again. We kept it under 30 minutes. Yo, it is what it is, man. This could be a slate where I'm really liking to get different. I like Schroeder's stack. I like my stacks. Let me know in the comments below who you guys' stacks are. I'd love to hear that too. DFS Club, guys. What are you waiting for? Come join the family. DFSclub.com. We're the best in the business, guys. We got over 500 members. Last time I checked, I just lost count. We had the most fun. We had the best family in here, tight knit. Everybody's welcome with open arms. That's the way Space and I wanted it, and that's how we're going to keep it. So come check us out, guys. We'd love to have you. And Draft Dashboard, $1 for 30 days. I'm going to grab this little rascal right here, and he's going to help us say a prayer, and we're going to get up out of here. All right, Schroeder. Time to earn your salmon treats. All right. There he is, wide-eyed and open. All right, guys, so you ready? God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Right? The pets? That's right. God bless your loved ones. Thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth, for every day is a true blessing. Amen. All right, Schroeder, what do we say? Let's get the spread. Don't take shit from nobody. Yo, this was a video. There were DFS picks in the video. That makes it a DFS video. There were Schroeder's picks in the video. That makes it a Schroeder's picks video. I'm Gabriel Skywalker. Thank you guys so much. DFSclub.com. Let's go, boys. Let's get them. Good luck. And let's win that million.